The period following World War II was marked by a booming economy, a growing population, and a general sense of optimism. It also called for modernization. The Post Office Department began motorizing city delivery routes in the 1950s. Three-wheeled vehicles like this mailster were tested in a half a dozen cities beginning in June 1950. By the end of the decade, more than 5,700 mailsters were in service. Often known as mail scooters, mailsters worked best in areas with warm climates and flat terrain. The two-cylinder gasoline-powered vehicle had a safe top speed of 35 miles per hour and a 7.5 horsepower engine. As you can imagine, there were a few shortcomings to this vehicle. Mailster could be rendered useless in just 3 inches of snowfall. Mail carriers often complained about frequent breakdowns, ranging from clutch failure to broken front axles. And if a mailster rounded a corner a little too quickly, it was also prone to tipping over. The mailster was eventually replaced by the Jeep. In an effort to modernize the purchase of stamps, the Postal Service introduced the Model F Stamp Master in 1956. The machine not only made change, but also spoke to customers with pre-recorded messages at the end of transactions.
Thank you. I am another example of streamlining your postal service.
By 1963, mail volume more than doubled. The nature of the mail also changed. The development of the computer brought centralization of accounts and sent a growing mass of utility bills and payments, bank deposits and receipts, advertising, magazines, credit card transactions, mortgage bills and payments, and Social Security checks through the mail. To cope with rising mail volumes, the department needed to sort and distribute mail more efficiently. So what was the solution? One was the development of a nationwide address coding system called the Zoning Improvement Plan, commonly known as zip code.
Use zip code every day. You know you gotta have a zip code on the envelope. A zip code so you won't just have to hope. A zip code morning, noon, and night, and everything will be alright.
Previously, clerks had to memorize the names and locations of thousands of post offices in order to sort mail to the right hub. The zip code helped postal employees manually sort mail by consolidating regional, city, and state information into 5 easy-to-read numbers. The new code also paved the way for future development of automated mail processing. Welcome to the Postal Service in the 21st century. Today, mail sorting machines read barcodes that help them process between 30 to 40,000 pieces of mail per hour. This sorter can handle more than 100,000 pieces per hour. The USPS processes hundreds of millions of mail pieces every day. That translates into 212 billion pieces of mail each year to cover over 150 million homes and businesses in the United States and its territories. So how many people does it take to move all that mail? The Postal Service is our nation's largest civilian employer, with over 700,000 career workers who handle more than 40% of the world's cards and letters.